Hello there, Podracing fans and PC gaming viewers, and welcome back to yet another exciting match of the 2023 Galactic Podracing Tournament. This is our winners semis match in the upper bracket, featuring Goofbrush and Metallica. I'm Lightning Pirate, joined today by Game Draco.
Hello everyone, we're starting on the Gauntlet, which is the longest trek in the game by time.
And also a tournament first, I think, for Goofbrush on the upgrades. These runners have faced before in no upgrades on this course. In their loser semis, they went to the Gauntlet with no upgrades. And speaking of that match, we saw several tournament records set by Goofbrush in that match alone. So I'm hoping for a few more tournament records out of this match. But overall, I'm expecting a high quality bout. Some extremely close races between two excellent runners. What you're seeing here is the first and fifth seed from our qualifiers between Goofbrush and Metallica, respectively. And also, happy Father's Day to any dads out there in chat. I don't think any of the participants here are dads, but I know some of the pod racers are fathers.
And we're off.
All right, off into race one on the Gauntlet.
This is the critical part.
All right, I'll turn myself down a little bit.
Really close. Looks like Goofbrush is eking out a lead over Metallica.
Yeah, he's already peaking that heat at this corner. Metallica on much lower heat, though.
Whoa!
A little dicey there around that corner for Goof. And here's that Uvo tube. Oh no!
Brush crashes!
Oh, okay. No soft lock for Goof.
141 for Metallica. 145 for Goofbrush.
Yeah, I'd say Anakin counts as a future father. I was also thinking of Juan Sandage. Because don't you play as Juan Sandage Jr. in the sequel?
Yes.
Maybe we'll see a Juan Sandage out here today, so that'll be our Father's Day tribute. It's going to be difficult for Goof to make up that death. Metallica looking very consistent.
That's what he is. He's scarily consistent.
Yeah, I believe Metallica has a 0.55 average deaths per race stat. A Goof with a 0.77.
Yeah.
Metallica's
That
previous.
was hair-raising for Metallica.
That looked like the last second dodge on that rock there.
140.
Metallica's previous best here in tournament was a 5:02, but he's looking on really good pace here. It's the lap 3 pop for both. It looks like Goofbrush may have made up a little bit of time, but still quite the gap. Uh-oh.
Oh no!
We're seeing... That is not a sync pause. I'm not sure what we're seeing on Metallica's end. Just maybe some... And we're back. Oh, temporarily.
There we go, the final tube.
Metallica looking nice. And it's... Yeah.
Now I got PBing with a 501.
Very nice. Yeah, that's a new tournament best for Metallica. Very unfortunate for Goofbrush, that single death determining the results of race 1.
Now we're going into the permabands.
Yeah, Goofbrush will lead us off with Vengeance.
Executioner band from Metallica.
That's
Rabbi Gateway band from Goofbrush.
looks like that's all she wrote for Uvo 4.
And we have Doug Derby band from Metallica. Ben band from Goofbrush.
No Ben already. And no Bunta training course from Metallica.
Saboba's Legacy is a extra band of Bull's Roar and Mars Glow.
Yeah, we're seeing an extremely early use of a force point here from Goofbrush with that extra temp bands. So no Ben, no Bulls, no Mars on a course that leaves a lot of options for viable pods after those.
And they are looks like there's Elon Mack, Ito, and Mahonic, most notably, also Bullseye. If you're really playing it safe, though, it's probably going to be, looks like Goofbrush is going with Elon Mack.
Yeah, Metallica has a best time here under these conditions with a 158 as Elon Mack. So that seems to be the pick for these runners. There is limited warm-up time, so we want to make sure that he has time to get it. Oh, wait, is that a Mahonic pick?
Like, yeah.
Okay. Already seeing an asymmetric pod choice. This was actually one that Metallica took Goof 2 in their group stage with skips, though.
This is interesting because Elon Mack and Mahonic are pretty evenly matched. Tanaka's off. Goofbrush is off.
Okay, race 2 on Saboba's Legacy.
Oh!
Oh, man. A rough start for Metallica. Boosting right into the first possible death spot, I would say.
Yeah. No, he didn't look comfortable on this pick.
Yeah, this is looking pretty rough for Metallica.
Because he did not look that comfortable even in warm-up.
Yeah, he didn't really get right to it. I'm concerned he maybe didn't have enough time to figure things out, but Yeah, with 2 deaths in lap 1 already. He goes really wide. Oh, yeah, hopping down there, he takes it a bit wide, and it sets him up for a crash.
A 154
Yeah.
for goofbrush.
Wow, Goof already finishing things out there. Metallica 3 deaths behind. And yeah, around 20 seconds behind as well. Jeez. The match is now 1-1. Goof taking a commanding win there on Metallica. But let's see where things go for race 3.
Insanity band from Metallica. Winter Classic band from Goofbrush. We're going to Fire Mountain Rally with Bullseye and Mahonic band.
All right. Is this a Mars Glow? Or it looks like Metallica has a Neva Key time here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, both are going Neva Key.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Goofbrush going with Neva Key.
We just saw this exact setup in the last match with the Neva Key on FMR. Metallica, yeah. Also going Neva Key.
Yeah, he set the Neva Key record back a few matches ago.
But yeah, this is I was trying to think of a metaphor for this this setup, because it's like you're taking an extremely touchy boost happy pod to like a super long marathon of a track.
It looks like Goofbrush isn't quite as used to Neva Key on this track compared to Metallica. He's a lot twitchier.
Yeah, Neva's a very difficult pod to control, and I think part of that might even come from like the visual cues that we're used to in pod racing, because you're used to seeing a cockpit behind, but with Neva you're really just looking at the engines, so it's a whole different feeling.
Also, he has extreme acceleration and really twitchy handling. Like Metallica was ready for it this time.
Yeah, that's good. All right, we're off into race 3. Neva Key on Fire Mountain Rally.
There we go. This section you have to use the brakes on.
Yeah, Metallica looking very confident here through this difficult section. Goofbrush hitting the sides a little bit, but still maintaining control. Squeezes in a repair there. Not dipping into that lava like Metallica did. And already we're seeing about a 1 second lead from Metallica.
Looks like it. But this is like... Yeah, this track is so dangerous. It can kill you at practically every point.
Ooh, that point in particular that they just went over, I was a little concerned for.
Yeah.
All right, it's looking like it's going to be a clean lap 1 for both racers.
148, 149.
Yeah, over a second lead for Metallica. Ooh, that's a bad place to have a fire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and that
Into the warning.
That really offset his his switchbacks. Didn't take a death though, impressively.
Yeah.
Yeah, overheating and catching fire is very easy to do with Nevis heating.
Yeah, he heats up faster than he cools down fully upgraded. This is a track where it's especially easy to overheat on because of the lava terrain. Here we go, Metallica acing that quick shortcut.
Oh,
And goofbrush clipping into the pillar and crashing.
Oh, that collision right there is just so annoying. It causes the smallest slope change, triggering a death. The devs should really patch that one out. Yeah, I think Goof's... I mean, that was his first death, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He's gonna take this lap 3 section. Probably the best one so far. I'd say it's really just...
While Metallica would catch fire for a second over the lava, pushed to the brink.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Ooh, he's taking damage. Okay, here we go, the final quick shortcut. Metallica aces it.
Yeah, plays it... No!
Oh no! Goof crashes on it!
Yeah, I mean, even without that, Metallica was just so clean and consistent and really comfortable on this extremely twitchy pod through 5.5 minutes of torture.
Real.
Yeah, Goof did mention, 10 seconds with those 2 deaths. That takes things to 2-1 in Metallica's favor. The 2 times that these runners have faced off before, Goof has won by at least 3 races. So to see Goof down a point here is pretty interesting.
Goofbrush banning Ben. Went to training ban from Metallica. Going to Zugga, banning Bowles and Neva, so that means we're left with Beto, Elon Mac, and probably Bullseye.
Did he just include Neva as like a throwaway in his force point?
Goofbrush going with Beto.
Beto? What?
He's the fastest available pod here.
This is wild. I wasn't expecting any pick like these guys are already like exhausting their force points every race. We're only race 4, and both runners have already spent 1 to 2 force points. This is a first to 5, best of 9. And yeah, they only have 3 force points. And already down to 1 on Goof's end. When it was hovering it before, I was really hoping for a skips pick, but I know Goofbrush is only a fan of the skip that shall not be named, the that version of the skip. But these runners sticking to full track, using the additional pod temp bands instead of a skips pick.
Really curious to see how this goes. Here we go. I have no idea what to expect with this wild pick.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this kind of pick from Goof, but here we are, race 4, Aldarbedo on Zuga Challenge. Yeah, this way, if you were thrown into this, it would certainly throw off your boost timings because you're used to bend timings, but I'm not sure how drastically Aldar's heat patterns change from bends.
Yeah. More depends on his much slower boost thrust. His heat rate's a lot faster than Ben and Bowles.
Here's a section that's a little scary, but both runners get through it just fine.
Taka's gonna have a longer quality boost though, taking 1,000.
And I hope everyone has their dozer awareness stickers ready.
Off by about a second.
Yeah, it looked like exactly a second there. Metallica had a hairy finish there.
Yeah, Metallica's swinging a bit wider than Goof.
Metallica seems to be adjusting just fine to this new heat pattern.
Looks like Goof is being practiced this more though.
Yeah, for sure. He's looking a lot more confident and eking out maybe a 1 to 2 second lead just by that cleaner racing alone. This section though, I'm always scared for, but it seems to go fine.
Here we go. Dozer's probably gonna be in a precarious spot this lap.
Ooh, yeah, you weren't kidding. Metallica right into it.
Right into it.
Oh, yeah, Goof. We saw there. He just snuck through that right side. All right, back half of lap 3 for Goofbrush. He's tilting. I like it. And yeah, gets through there just fine. That's all down to the dozer. And
oh, it got fire, but he repaired it very quickly. Let's see where this goes. Oh, that was sketchy.
All right. That's going to seal it.
Metallica slows way down, and Goofbrush crashes to the finish with a 430.
All right, yeah, an exciting finish. But yeah, Metallica with that death there, that lap 2 dozer death. Goofbrush asking, "Where'd you die?" And Metallica responding, "Where do you think?"
Race 5.
And we're tied 2-2. This is a spicy match so far. Already throwing force points at each other with these extra pod bands with extremely strong picks, really throwing opponents off guard.
Mars Glow band from Metallica. Bunta Classic band from Brush.
As usual.
Endo Prime Centrum skips.
Here we go. We got ourselves a skips pick on our qualifying course. Endo Prime Centrum. Metallica's pick here is Ben, but it looks like the tourney record is ace with a bowls, surprisingly. Yeah, I wonder if Goof is prepared for such a pick. Let's see how warm-ups go. Ah. We're seeing a different variant out of Goof. Is what we're seeing on Goofsin, is that a newer strat?
I have no idea.
It must be, because the one I'm used to seeing is Metallica's version. But yeah, Goof already looking pretty consistent on that method. Wow. One of the tricky things about this skip is clipping back in to the level properly, and that can sometimes kill you. Oh, also, whatever just happened on Goof's screen.
Yeah, it's not the most consistent skip.
Yeah, it does save quite a bit of time with that terrible hairpin that requires you to brake that it's skipping. Yeah, Goof looking very, very consistent here. This is going to be quite the race.
Yeah. I have no idea what to expect.
All right, we're off into race 5. Endo Prime Centrum skips. And we're seeing how these two skip methods, well, yeah, look, each of them going on opposite sides. Ooh, Metallica.
Fails it.
I was going to say just barely holds it together. But Goof is looking like he's in the lead with that left side strategy.
It's a new lap record. 49, 50, off by a second.
Full second lead for Goof off of just the skip. But we still got 2 more laps of these guys.
Uh-oh.
Doesn't quite... Oh, what? Oh,
It's even again.
How did he live? Oh my goodness.
Metallica in the lead. Looks like we got skips with a little bit of full track.
a good balance is healthy.
We're still in the lead, but it's small. Well, I'll come down to this final skip probably.
That lap 2 was wild for Goof. I don't know how he recovered that. Oh,
uh-oh.
No. Metallica, what is he? Oh, man.
Metallica fails the skip but manages to successfully cancel it all 3 laps.
Yeah, I mean, he gets a version of the skip, but not quite the full potential. Wow, yeah, it came down to that lap 3 one. Unless that something... Yeah, I mean, Metallica clears all that. And
Metallica wins after failing the skip.
finishes with a fire. Yeah, that was incredible how Metallica recovered that skip all 3 laps. Also, Goof's lap 2 was so crazy. And yeah, a close finish there on Metallica's pick. No racer has lost their pick so far, correct?
Nope. It's back and forth.
Back and forth with Metallica taking race 1, so it's going to be up to Goof to break serve.
So Goofbrush might have said in chat that he exhausted all his picks.
Oh no. Let him cook. Metallica encouraging him to just forfeit then. It's okay.
He's tempted.
Yeah, Goof yet again down a point here when he is, like I said before, the #1 seed out of qualifiers. Metallica 5th. But yeah, the votes are in favor of Goof. Goof asking if he's allowed to test something real quick. I would say with Metallica's permission.
Please. He said, oh my god.
Metallica giving it a big think. Metallica trading this time for Goofbrush to decide on something with 30 extra seconds of warm-up. We have quite the Qui-Gon Watto deal-making going on here.
Okay. Goofbrush is aborting that.
Oh, wait. Is this what he was aborting? Oh, no. Goof. You sly devil. He was going for Dwayne stuff. Just gave it one shot and went, yeah, no, that's not happening.
Goofbrush, 10 bans, Reds Terrell, and a throwaway ban.
On Father's Day, too. The disrespect.
Bunta training course ban from Metallica. We are going to regular Sunken City.
The best time for both these runners has 2 deaths? Wow.
Both dying on the shortcut in warm-up.
Yeah, I'd say that's the major obstacle here. Also the doors that Goofbrush is heading through. Sunken City, I don't think is a often picked track.
I don't think it is either.
If I pull up the stats here.
And Metallica not bringing AI while Goofbrush is.
Yeah, Sunken is the second to last picked track in tournament. Wow. The least picked track, Beatles Wild Ride. Is that right?
Here we go.
All right, off into race 6 on Sunken City. Stream looking
Bring out the shortcut.
Ooh, whoa.
That was sketchy by both of them. Ooh. Metallica almost slamming into the wall.
It's Still looking pretty close though into
Yeah, it's really close.
the end of lap 1. It's this figure 8 though. It's a little scary. Oh, Metallica coming out of the right side.
Off by about half a second.
Yeah, this is Goof's pick, so he's got to win this. Oh, man.
He avoids the doors.
Oh, no.
Goof crashes on the shortcut. Metallica doesn't.
Does not quite let him out alive. It looked like just that last possible polygon took him out. All right, that's a death he's got to make up now, unfortunately. We've already seen how little Metallica dies. Even on that harrowing skips pick on Prime Centrum. Couldn't believe it. But yeah, Metallica looking incredibly consistent.
There we go. See what happens the third lap. Here we go. Final shortcut for Metallica.
Oh, no.
I saw that coming.
Right into it. Gets the respawn, though. The Goof takes the lead off of that. Oh, the lap 3 shortcut death. Metallica was in the lead for all of lap 2. Or for that duration of lap 2 shortcut to lap 3 shortcut. And it's the final figure 8 to determine the winner.
Goofbrush wins.
Goofbrush takes it. Ooh, thanks to that death from Metallica on
We're
lap
tied
3.
up 3-3.
Wow. Goof reconsidering the forfeit option. He must really be at the bottom of the barrel for his picks, or what it feels like to him. I think we're heading full speed to a race 9. Metallica has 1 force point and 1 run back remaining.
Banning Ben.
As does Goof.
The classic ban from Goofbrush.
What is Metallica's pick here? Of course.
Inferno skips, of course.
Why even ask such a silly question? Now this one has a story. I was just talking about this in the last match. The Inferno skips for Goof was such a huge decider in his match versus King Bean Dip. He went for Goof even saying in chat that I better not say anything. All right. Sorry, Goof. I'll I'll stop bringing up the past.
You're dealing with the top 2 players for this skip here.
Yeah, no, I would definitely agree with that statement. You look at the tourney record here, and it's Metallica with a 22-second 3-lap time, but it's extremely risky.
Like you can see this going either way just because you're dealing with, as I said previously, the top 2 players for this skip.
This is such a crazy pick to pull out late match, but I mean, here we are. It's time for these wild picks. This is worth Metallica's last force point. You see Metallica I don't know if he's attempting to go for that ceiling ride on lap 3. But you could just play it safe and count on your opponent, failing at least one attempt. You see Metallica there, didn't quite cross the finish line. That's another thing that can go wrong here. And there it counts. So if you try to cut things too short, it's another way it can all go wrong. Goof there, you see he just demonstrated a sub 20-second time there in warm-ups. If he can pull that off, he should have it.
Here we go.
This is it.
This is the real one.
All right, we're off into race 7. Inferno skips. Metallica and Goof. Lap 1 goes fine. Metallica has a 2-second lead. Oh no!
Oh no!
That's a death for Goof, and Metallica clears the final. Oh man! Of
Match
course.
point for Metallica.
Did he get a new tournament record? He did. A 22.392 beats his old tourney record by a 10th. Goofbrush channeling Mario for a second.
That's what it looks like. So he said, "Mamma mia, I'm gonna lose."
This is wild. Metallica now at match point.
Here we go. Goof going into the fan phase. This
has been such a year for upsets. And to see Metallica take this when Goofbrush is, top seed, favored to win. Wow. Now Goofbrush has something to decide to do with his last force point. This is his final chance to use it. He's got to win the next 2 races if he wants to take the match.
Goofbrush thinking very long and hard with this.
Yeah, I don't blame him. This is a very scary decision to make right now.
Goofbrush throwing away a van with Fud saying on Bunta Train, where it looks like we're going to Aqualaris Classic.
He's hovering it. Oh, wait, wait, what? Never mind.
Throwaway ban, a throwaway.
he temp banned Fudsang, and then he used his last force point to also temp ban Clay Holdfast and Slide Paramita. This was also a qualifier track, and basically it should look very familiar to viewers of Sunken City, because it's basically that without that weird shortcut.
Won't have an AI.
Yeah, bringing along a AI opponent will offset the door pattern, which gives you a more favorable door position on laps 2 and 3.
Yeah. I think this was the track that allowed Goofbrush to clinch first seed.
And
there we go.
Yeah, we're off into race 8 on Aqualaris Classic. Could be the decider of the match. Yeah, Metallica peaking heat there. This Aqualaris Classic is always such a nail biter.
And it's already looking like a nail biter.
Especially this figure 8, lap 3. See, Metallica likes that right side.
Metallica leading by 0.03 of a second.
Wow. Yeah, Ace mentioning that Goof's heat is looking a lot better here. You see him peaking at just that. Metallica didn't quite reach the peak there. But yeah, he's taking things.
Goofbrush with us in the lead now.
Oh man, catching quite a bit of air there. Just taking it as tight of lines as possible. Here it is, lap 3. Oh. There goes
Passing
Clegg.
Clegg.
He's still got the lead into this uphill. And it's going to be the figure 8.
Goofbrush wins. We're on to
Whoa.
race 9.
Oh my goodness, Goof. It's a 237. That's a new tourney PB for Metallica, but just not enough. You see less than a second difference there. A close race 8. This is also the year of race 9s. You love to see it. Goof asking, where am I losing today?
Here we go.
Metallica saying unban the Punta Classic. This is it, a race 9. Yet another race 9.
Ben band from Metallica. Punta Classic band from Goofbrush.
We've already seen 2 race 9s in lower bracket and 1 other race 9 in upper bracket. But here's
We're
our
going to Peru Coast with Ben Band.
oh man, the Hood Classic.
Metallica's probably going to go with Bullseye. Gary with Bullseye on this track.
I mean, King Bean Dip is up there with a 357 with Bullseye. So that, I mean, that's got to be the pick. Let's see what they're going with. Mars for Goof. Did I see that right? All right, an asymmetric pod choice for our final race. Metallica and Goof are out of forces. No runbacks were used. This is so great. It all comes down to this. Yeah, I mean, Goof has gone Mars here before with a 402 with a death. So the potential is definitely there for a really good Mars time. Yeah, in that case, Ace, it's really interesting to see Goof here on Mars then.
Here we go. Final race.
Oh man, this is it, race 9 on Peru Coast.
I have no idea what to expect.
This
It
is
could go
so
easily
intense
go either way.
for these runners. This is where you're going to see Goof make up some distance here. Yeah, there he overtakes Bullseye on that beach. Oh, this section in particular, with this snaky section, I think is oh man. I mean, this whole track is just so intense. Oh man. Oh, this is just so. This is too much.
Metallica slightly in the lead. They're off by hundredths of a second.
Oh my goodness. Incredibly close lap 1 time. And yeah, here's where Goof has an opportunity to overtake. But immediately following this is a section where Bullseye comes out. You see how Metallica is just taking this really well. Youth, though, still maintaining that. Oh, man. Youth still maintaining that lead. But we saw how close those lap 1 times were. He keeps the boost. Oh, man.
Goofbrush pulling a lead with Mars.
That's a half-second lead out of lap 2. This has got to be so nerve-wracking for both these runners. But look at the execution here. Flawless. He keeps the boost yet again. And he's got quite the lead. Already at the bridge. And yeah. Wow.
Goofbrush wins.
Incredible. A 357. That beats the previous. Previously it was a Bullseye best here with no Ben. And now it's a Mars. Now it's a Mars Guo time. Incredible. Oh, Goof actually sad for Metallica. Said it should have been you, bro. Oh, oh man, incredible racing. Metallica said you needed to crash. That's the point of leaving Mars unbanned. But no, Goof flawlessly executes a Mars on Peru coast to take it. Oh man. So good. Such a good match. All right, welcome runners and excellent racing. What a match.
Oh my god. That was yeah, I thought I was gonna lose that entire time. Ever since the gauntlet.
Yeah, race 1, Metallica takes that, and it was just such a back and forth up until literally this race. This race 9 was where it had to happen. Incredible.
Was it close on Baru Coast? Like all the way?
It was, yeah, it was up until lap 2 on that beach section is definitely where you saw Mars just take off. And that's where you were eking out a lead there. But it was just that consistency that kept you, you know, kept you in the lead.
Yeah, I had practiced Mars like a bit a few hours ago, but I wasn't too confident on Baruko. I'm definitely wasn't confident using Ben here. But if Ben wasn't banned, then I might have still used him and just thrown.
Yeah, that's the problem for me when choosing this track. I have to sort of analyze and think whether the player would choose Ben and whether they would crash a lot or not. But I guess I made the wrong analysis with you. I thought you would go with Ben and just win, so that's why I banned it.
Yeah, I'm just like not like confident in tournament because crashing with Ben on Barucos is kind of guaranteed for me. I don't know, but I think maybe 2 crashes would be needed for Bullseye to win. I was surprised you didn't go Mars.
No, Mars is terrible. I mean, Mars is not that bad. I know he's faster technically, but Come on, he's just terrible.
Yeah, he's pretty bad to use on Brew Coast, but he's just like, if you just play it super safe, try and avoid every wall, you can eke out over bullseye.
See, that's the thing for me. When I try to play safe with Mars, I always end up slower than bullseye, so that's why I choose bullseye instead.
Definitely not a bad pick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna pick it today, but I was thinking of doing Vengeance, and then you banned it, so I had to pull this out.
Yeah, I'm not going there. Definitely not. What other choices did you have for race 9?
Really not much. It was just that and Vengeance, and I was thinking maybe something like Beatles While Ride, since it seems like you don't play it very often, maybe.
Yeah, I was when I ran out of picks, I was tempted to go Beatos and do like tentless, because I can 239 without tent kind of easily. But I mean, in tournament, like I'm sure I'll mess up. Like I think the only time I've been to Beatos in tournament, I died maybe 7 times. That's not an exaggeration. I got like, I don't even think it was a sub 3-minute time. But what were your other picks? Like Inferno skips. I died there, but I didn't die to like the turnaround. I just died randomly. Did you do the turnaround or not?
Well, what do you mean exactly by the turnaround?
Like the double lap skip?
I don't think so, no. I just did like the same strategy, the normal every lap.
Like the tournament safe, yeah.
Yeah.
And it looked like you actually beat you previously had the tournament record and you beat that by a 10th.
Yeah, it was from 2021, so I'm happy to finally beat it again. But
So
I was actually
going-
pretty nervous there because since last year I noticed that Goofbrush doesn't ban Inferno, which must mean that he's pretty confident in it. So I wasn't so sure about that pick.
It's more of I don't have enough bans.
It was crazy though. In warm-ups, Goof had a 19-second time. So I was kind of scared for you there, Metallic.
Well, that was with the double lap skip. But I was like trying to go fast, but I just couldn't go fast, and I was getting like 25 second times and stuff. So I was like, in the match, I was like, okay, I was contemplating if I was going to go for the double thing, but I was like, yeah, I have to go for this, because if I just like finish a 25-second run, like I'm going to be beaten anyway. But I died before I could even do it.
Yeah, in addition to Inferno skips, Metallica also gave us a new Ando Prime Centrum skips record. And that was really cool to watch because Goof was displaying the new method, and then Metallica exhibiting the older method.
Oh, interesting. I assumed you had learned the new one. That's why you picked it.
The new one is the one from like the world record?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that one. It seemed a bit risky. So I did the old one, but I couldn't jump out of bounds and like go through the wall. I had to land in the track anyways, because I couldn't get the jump quite right.
Yeah, I had to land in the track on lap 2, and then on lap 3, I think it just failed.
That was such an amazing recovery lap 2. But yeah, also Metallica recovering basically every lap with how you had to make sure you landed on the track.
Yeah, I mean, the new setup's like really good and consistent, even though I did fail it. But in practice, you saw I was getting every time, but obviously in the match, I just fail it for no reason.
Yeah, that's the law of tourney.
Yeah, I hadn't done that skip in a while, so I was just like spamming practice. Like, thank God we have 3 minutes to practice that.
Yeah, it should almost be the other way around. Like you get 3 minutes for the rest, and then 2 minutes for that one.
And then I knew you were gonna pick FMR, banning bullseye. I didn't know that if you were gonna use any other force points, but it's been on my mind for the entire day, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get around to practicing that, and then I just never did.
Oh no.
No.
So, I don't think it went too badly. I just died twice on the shortcut, and then my own picks. I've been doing a lot of Sebulba's Legacy. Like, I've done Elan, Mars, Balls, Aldar, Mahonic, and Beto on skips and full track. This wasn't even like prep, I was just curious, like who's faster.
Yeah, I noticed that you had been playing it recently, so I actually thought about banning it, but I wasn't really sure. I thought maybe I could pull something out, but then I got really confused by the practice timer, because I don't know if it happens for you, but for me, Boto says like the countdown will start, and then it starts counting up. Like it's a bit confusing.
Oh yeah. Well,
Um,
it's using Discord's like timestamp feature where it'll just like say whatever the time is relative to the current time. So
Yeah.
maybe that's
So yeah, it was the first time I saw it, so I was practicing with Mahonic, and
mm.
I failed, so I had to restart, and then all of a sudden the timer ends, and I didn't know we didn't have to ready up, so it really caught me off guard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I probably should have warned you. I didn't realize this was the first match you had used that system. So yeah,
Yeah.
we probably should have maybe like discussed how that would go.
Yeah, it's because for some reason usually in like my first match of every tournament, Boto just breaks. I don't know why.
Yeah. No, that sounds about right. But I mean, you guys delivered such an amazing match. To have Goof like on the fighting side of it too, the whole match was really incredible.
That was not a good feeling.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, you did ban Executioner, which in hindsight is like a very logical and like a very logical ban that I should have saw coming, but I was gonna go Executioner skips.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember a few months ago you were teaching me executioner skips, but
Yeah,
unfortunately since then I've completely forgotten it.
if you wanna try it again, you should use Bullseye. It's
Yeah,
really good. Yeah,
I'll do that.
just a quick tip.
So yeah, with the results of this match, Goofbrush goes on to the winners finals, best of 13. And then Metallica is knocked down into the losers bracket to face King Bean Dip.
Ugh.
Not excited for that one.
I don't know. I mean, last year I remember King Bindip wasn't really practicing much, so I thought I had a chance. But then he beat me like 4-1 or something like that in the group stage.
That's when King Bean Dip is at his strongest, is when he just doesn't practice. It's so frustrating.
He's on like 0 practice this year, so he's basically unbeatable.
Goof, who are you hoping to face out of winners that Mikey Burger Ace match? Neither. Is that an answer?
Yeah, maybe neither. I'm not sure, actually. I'm just glad that I don't have to face King Bean, if I'm honest. Like, that was the only thing I was thinking about when I was losing. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to have to face King Bean. I guess I'm rooting for... I'm maybe Ace, just because he seems to be less practiced. But apparently that's a buff nowadays.
Yeah, well, I mean, GG's guys, that was some excellent racing, and can't wait to see more of it in the future matches. So best of luck to Metallica in facing King Bean. I know that's maybe not what you're looking forward to, but I'm sure all us viewers are. So yeah, that's the match. Congrats to Goofbrush, and
Thank
we will
you.
see you guys in the next match, which is Page versus Digital Unity from our lower bracket. That's going to be coming up Tuesday. We're also waiting around for a Mikey versus Ace match. I'm not sure when that's in talks to happen. but keep an eye out for that. Be sure to join the Discord, get the tournament updates roll. Special thanks to Speed Gaming for hosting this one, and to all the viewers, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Good luck, everyone. May the force be with you.